Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to single player survival. Today we're just going to be working a bit more on the city. So I did quite a bit of work off camera. I will just show that off now. It was mainly grindy work, nothing too spectacular. First of all, I managed to extend the path I had going around the wall. I feel this path is important. It's quite wide. Maybe it's too wide, but I think for what it is, it's fine. And it's basically just to provide some spacing between the wall and other buildings or structures or whatever else there happens to be. And as you can see, it goes down here. I also filled in a lot of ground here because there was a big dip and it was very uneven. And it's kind of a case of I didn't want to manipulate the terrain too much, but at the same time I didn't want setting it out like this makes it a whole lot easier to build, to set things out, and that's what we're going for. So as you can see, we've now got a bit of a slope. It slopes all the way down there to the wall, but it is a lot flatter and a bit more even and a bit more manageable, I feel, when building. This is also new. I only just started working on this. Oh, I never noticed this. I never noticed that the buildings are slightly out of line. Well, I mean, we could move this building over to the left, or we could just live with it. Either one. I really don't mind. Doesn't bother me. You don't even notice, right, when you're walking here. Yeah, you barely notice. It's only one block off. Adds a bit of character, right? Maybe not, but whatever. So this building, I'm not entirely sure what this is. We'll just say a shop or something like that. I've actually forgotten what these buildings are. I'm pretty sure that was the town hall, or that is the town hall, present tense. And I think this was an inn of some sort. I can't remember. It's been a while since I built this, but they're not furnished. None of these builds in the city are actually finished. There's still stuff I could do with them, but we're just trying to get the structures in place and all that good stuff. And that's what we're doing here. We're trying to get the structure of a shop. Now, I actually didn't think the oak would look that good, the oak planks, but I've just gone for it because, you know, why not? I felt that, well, basically I had, on Google Images, I had a picture of a medieval street, and obviously there's the light designs that you get, which is represented here by wool, but there was also light designs on the wall, but they were slightly darker, slightly dirtier, and I felt that Oakwood represented that in the best way. As you can see here, I mean, we could have tried to get away with spruce. That's dark oak. Spruce might have worked, but I'm satisfied with oak, if I'm being honest. I'm going to see what it looks like if we use the wool, because I feel like using that in the higher areas. This is just some random thing. I'm not sure. Not sure what it is. I'm not sure what was going through my head about 5 minutes ago when I started building this, but there you go. Let's do that. We can try and do it in a similar design. What is that, 3x3 window? Oh wait, those windows are smaller. Sorry. What's the exact measurements here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, never mind. It's a 6x6. We don't have to change the design. We could just be lazy and make it a narrow window. Not sure that would look though. Like, we could just do that. I mean, it looks more like an arrow slit that you would get in the castle. I'm not entirely convinced that would look nice. Alright, I think we're gonna shorten it as well. And then we'll have a 2x2 window here. And that way, yeah, it'll basically be the same as the inn. However, it will be slightly shorter, and it'll hopefully be in sync with the building below. I mean, or the structure below. Alright, so that looks fine, I think. Well, apart from this. Let's get rid of that. On the outset, it looks okay. Maybe just adding something simple like that. It doesn't look too bad, although I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we should make it oakwood instead, so it matches the bottom part. Let's try and make it oakwood. I got a feeling that if we do too much oak wood, however, it's not gonna look as good. But we'll try it out. All right. Do we prefer the oak wood or the wool? That doesn't look too bad. But I do. I'm not sure. Oh, decisions. My plan, by the way, for those wondering, is that we're gonna have a complete block of shops or buildings or whatever here up to this marker here. It's just I didn't want the whole space taken up by one thing like we've got here. So maybe we'll get 2 or 3 buildings in there. Over here, I really want to do a library, by the way. I had this idea that I would really like to do a library, so we might put that here just because it's close to the museum, it's close to the town hall, like a lot of the main buildings in the city. So yeah, that's one idea that we could put here. And that would be a big building too. Maybe the width of the town hall, the length from this stone block up to that one, and yeah, I think we can make it work. And the thing is, I looked at a lot of shop designs, and a lot of them are independent, and what I'm trying to do here is kind of attach everything together. Alright, I think we're going to go with it. Let me see. What should we do differently though? Maybe change the fences down here. The problem is, well, I mean, I don't really mind if the sides are flat. It's cool because we've got stairs going up, which means we can have something at the top, and a completely independent business or building or whatever at the top, and one at the bottom, because you know it could be two buildings in one. So yeah, this bottom one. We may never label these. We may never say, "Oh, this is a shop that sells X, Y, or Z." It could just be a shop, and that's fine by me. But you know, the point is, it can be 2 separate things if we so desire. Yo, how does that look? I think that looks a bit better actually. I mean, okay, it doesn't make much sense because you got a pole in the way and you're trying to walk in the shop and it's like, yo, there's a pole in the way and you've got to walk around the pole and it's a bummer, but whatever. Let's just leave it as it is and see if we can come up with anything else. So yeah, I was thinking of maybe having something like this coming out the side of the shop. I don't know, just for something a bit different. Normally, I guess marketplaces are out in the open, but I don't see why we maybe can't try to have something like that. I mean, obviously I'm doing this before the wall of the shop is in place, but let's just have a look and see if we can make it work. There, how does that look? And then we've got this dead space right here, which admittedly we could easily fill with, or we could make it part of the market, but the problem is this thing's in the way. I'm kind of regretting putting it in. Let's just get rid of it and see what sort of an effect that creates. Okay, yeah, I can live with that. Not sure if you can, but I can. One day I'll do something that I'm good at, but just not today. So I'm not sure if we should have this part independent. I guess it doesn't make much sense to. So we will, I guess, just create a bit of a doorway here for whatever reason, for whatever purpose. Yeah, let's just do that. Stuff it. Who cares? Who honestly cares? Should we do that, maybe? Or should we do that? For those wondering, yes, this is also out of line with the building next to it, as proven here. But I don't care. I could not care less about that. Go away. Right. So this is what we've got thus far. This marketplace is kind of not on the main street, which is probably not a good thing, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't even think it looks like a marketplace. Tell you what, let's move this forward, 1. And then I'm trying to go off of what I'm seeing online. We could maybe do something like that. That might be cool. In fact, you know what, let's, or no, let's not do oak wood, because that's what we've got for the walls. Let's do dark oak. Spruce. We've not used spruce yet. No, I preferred the fill blocks. There we go. That's not bad. Well, at least we're getting a lot done. Oh, it doesn't look bad actually. I mean, I don't think it looks bad. I think in like once it comes together, I think it'll look a lot better. The only problem is we're running out of resources. Well, specifically spruce wood and well, dark oaks. Not well. I think we've got some in the building next door. But yeah, that's the main thing we're running out of. Alright, so we've got the main frame of the building sorted. I might try and do the roof actually, because I'm really dreading that. Oh yeah, you know what? We never actually finished the roof up here, did we? Yeah, because I left the part of it filled in, part of it I left with gaps. But I'm not really a fan of the gaps. So I think we're just going to fill it all in. Unless we leave it... Nah, I was going to say unless we leave it and do a roof for every building in this row here, but... that does not sound appealing in the slightest. Let's see, dark oak. Do we have any more spruce wood? I highly doubt it. Oh yeah, here's some. That's fortunate. Alright, so we've got some more spruce wood, which is good. I'm not sure what we should do as the roof. Obviously not oak, because we've got oak as basically the main block, one of the main blocks in the building. We could try cobble. Cobble might work. Stone bricks, maybe? I think stone bricks would be better, because we've got cobble as the floor. So we'll try some stone brick blocks. Okay, got the inside portion of the shop here done. Again, you probably know me well enough to know that I am not the best at building. I'm not sure about this, to be honest. I'm going to go into the next building because I was really happy with this, but I want to see what I did for the rooms inside. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I hadn't actually finished. See, a lot of this is bare wood, so maybe we should just leave it at that and we can change it later. Right enough, I've no idea what we would change it to. If I don't know that now, I highly doubt I will know it in about 20 years' time when I come back to finish this. But we'll go with it for now. I wonder if is there glass? Glass would be nice. Yeah, we've got some glass. So we'll I think we should apply some panes, maybe to the windows. That's not bad, I don't think. Yeah, I can live with that. Alright, we're going to try and do the roof. Good joke. Yeah, we're trying to do the roof here. This is actually slightly out of line, but I don't mind. I don't care. Let's just go with it. I think we're going to try and add some, I don't know what you would call this, depth to the build by forcing blocks out like that. And we'll try and build the roof in between. So let's start off with stairs, I reckon. We might apply some... Oops. We might apply some other blocks into the roof in a bit. But we'll start off with a simple... yeah, stone brick pattern. Or stone brick line right there. No, that looks terrible. So that looks a tad better. I do still think we should add another block. I'll probably go for dark oak wood, even though we've used that extensively. But, well, actually we've used dark oak in the floor, haven't we? So maybe that wouldn't look so good. Alright, the entire roof is off. Fantastic. Absolutely awesome. I like it and I don't like it. What's not to like about it? Like, the pattern of the roof is fine. I think the stone bricks are fine. Or maybe they're not. Maybe we should go for cobble instead. What should we do? Or maybe we should, maybe it's the dark oak wood in the middle. Maybe we should change that to something else. Well, we can't change it to oak. Or birch. Jungle? Would it be crazy to change it to jungle? Should we try birch? Should we actually just go all in and try birch? Let's do that. Let's just go all in and try birch. We've got plenty of logs, it looks like. Oh, again it looks good, but it doesn't look good, if you know what I mean. It's exactly the same feeling that I get with all the other blocks that we've used. Yeah, it's definitely the best, but does it actually do justice? Oops. It's almost like nothing goes with oak walls. We could do sands. Nah, sands. We've already tried light stairs. We've not really tried orange stairs. Should we just make it all stone brick? Is that literally what we should do? Should we just make it all stone brick and be done with it? Alright, real quick, let's just check this out. Yeah, that looks the best. Let's just go with it. It doesn't look bad, I don't think. It could look a heck of a lot worse, in my opinion. Maybe the oak was a bad call, but too late now. Like, 60% of the building is oak. We can also add in some windows. These windows here are kind of obsolete, or they will be made obsolete, because I think we're just going to join buildings on. There's not too many details about it. Like, I haven't added anything inside the buildings yet, but I don't know. I'm happy with how it's turned out thus far. Again, improvements can and probably will be made, but the same can be said for the entire city. But yeah, the first priority at this point in time is just to get stuff built. Doesn't matter. Well, obviously we want it to look okay, but at the end of the day, I don't want to worry about like finer details than that. Just want to get the thing built and then move on, and then we can go back to it later. I forgot to mention. I was going to mention this 2 episodes ago, but the castle is not done, as I've mentioned is the case with most of these buildings. Castle's not done, but what I want to do is come back to it, and we'll add a lot more. I just felt like moving on because I've got the basis of this castle done. We've done the arena to an extent, and I felt like it was time to just keep things moving forward. We need to get the momentum going so that this will not take another 2 years to do. That'll be that, and we'll move on to something else next episode. But yeah, thank you all very, very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. I will see you next time. Bye for now.